W samym środku Szwajcarii znajduje się mała miejscowość Safenwil, w której mieści się wyjątkowe muzeum z unikatową kolekcją klasycznych samochodów i te samochody oraz to muzeum Wam dzisiaj pokażemy. A dlaczego jesteśmy tutaj? To Wam wyjaśnię za chwilę, a teraz zapraszam do oglądania. Zacznę od odpowiedzi na pytanie ze wstępu, a jest ona bardzo łatwa, bo Bawaria Motors jest częścią Emil Frey Polska, a Emil Frey Polska jest częścią Emil Frey Group i dlatego tutaj jesteśmy, żeby Wam opowiedzieć trochę o grupie Emil Frey, która miała bardzo ciekawą i bardzo barwną historię. Ma ona już niemal 100 lat, bo firma została założona w 1924 roku, a to muzeum powstało po to, żeby tą historię pokazać i za chwilę o tym muzeum, ale też o tych wyjątkowych samochodach opowie nam nasz dzisiejszy gość. We have a special guest today with us. Hi, Mr. Frey. Let me ask you some questions about the idea behind this museum.
From the history, let's say we in the group could import several brands and cars all over the close to 100 years now. At the beginning, my grandfather always said what I heard to my dad, we don't have to own cars for a museum or store cars, we have to sell cars. So he didn't really like the idea to have a museum. But for sure in the time then we got some cars like the old race cars from my dad. We got the first bicycles my grandfather was building even during the World War and selling. Then we had the first Toyota we could import to Switzerland. My grandfather and father were driving together from the port in Hamburg to Switzerland. So everything a bit of history around the Emil Frey Group. And my dad then decided to build a museum to showcase the history of our company, also the history of certain brands here in Switzerland, and now with the Emil Frey Group also in other countries with other brands involved. We try to showcase a bit the history of Emil Frey together with the several brands and give a bit the cultural home of cars here in Switzerland.
Okay, and which car of this is your favorite one?
This is a difficult question. I have so many personal histories with these cars. For sure in the background we see the Jaguar GT3 car. It's not that old car and racing already with an old car, but in general this is a car we built it from scratch. We made the whole development, a lot of up and downs till the win in the series, so a lot of personal emotions behind, but also like each part started from the bicycle in the first floor, which my grandfather constructed, the Swallow sidecar. 9 years later, from Swallow sidecars, then the first Jaguar was imported, so we're the oldest Jaguar importer in the world outside of the UK. So also the first Toyota in Switzerland we even have here. I think all these cars have a big history. Some cars really have a connection really close, so it's difficult to answer it short that exactly this model. Here we are standing beside a lightweight E-Type. I think there are only 6 built or rebuilt. It's kind of a replica, but still made on the old standard. So this is something like you probably won't see anywhere else because it's so rare. We have some cars with also some emotional touch because they've been on the James Bond film. So the Toyota Super 2000 has been here when James Bond was filmed as well, once in Switzerland. So every car has a nice connection, and also to us, first imported cars, first registered cars, so all around the family, what we now close to the 100 years could sell or work for.
Tell us something about Emil Frey Classic. What is that?
We provide here several services. On one side we have the museum where we are standing in. We have 3 floors, but also an external person can rent this facility. Dealer meetings, presentation of new cars, weddings. We have often weddings here. And what we again want to show that we are craftsmen not only in modern cars but also in older cars, in classic cars. We have a classic car workshop where we can restore cars from scratch. There we are specialized for sure with the heritage, mainly on English cars like Jaguar we are, can say, experts, and on Aston Martin we are official heritage department here in Safenwil. We also did some special project like a Mini Cooper with VW mid-engine, 230 horsepower. We could even bring it up to a street. And also if someone has interest to drive a classic car, we are also renting the classic car fleet here. So if someone for a marriage or for a nice weekend want to rent a car, this is here possible. So it's one side an event center, we've included a museum, and on the other side we are also selling and buying classic cars and restoring classic cars from scratch.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. It was really great having you here, and hope we will see us soon again everywhere where we are.
Thanks.
Thank you.